Hello world of Facebook. This is my first video. My name's Carrie, and I'm very new to this. If you might not be able to tell already, you also might be able to tell that I'm a larger statued woman. So basically I'm starting to take self-interest in myself this year and really focus on getting down in my weight, being healthier and proactive in my life. And I thought maybe it would be worth it to me to document this. I'm 30. I have a son. He'll be 6 in the upcoming month. I am at my largest weight. I'm 280 pounds, 5'8". I probably upload some pictures later or with this video. I don't have a really physical lifestyle. I basically spend a lot of time at my computer working, and then when I go to work, I'm at my computer working. There's moments where I have to jump up a lot to help people at the counter. I run a counter by myself, and I do a lot of just going from sitting to getting up, and I've had to do a lot of like helping myself as far as like figuring out what's going on with my body lately, because it seems as when I'm getting older, and with age you start to realize that you have to keep up with yourself or you're just going to fall apart. And that's where I've been meeting. There's a lot in detail about the sort of things that have been going on in my life up to this point. So basically the last 2 weeks I've started to eat healthier. I've limited my proportion sizes. I've been mindful of the times that I eat and how much I eat and what I eat, if I didn't already say that. And I don't have a scale, and I'm a little afraid of owning a scale. I've looked at buying one, but I'm like, if I have a scale, I know that I'll do what I've done in the past where I've been excessively weighing myself and getting really discouraged. And I just don't want to put myself in that mind frame anymore, because I don't need a discouragement. I just know I need to stick with what I know I need to do to get to the right place in my life to feel healthy. And it really just comes down to health for me. You know, I'm dealing with a lot of pain at my age. Oh God, why am I crying? I got a son, and it's important to me that I get to a place where I can why am I crying? Oh, this is ridiculous. First video, ridiculous. Okay. So, I've just been eating like a lot of, I've looked a lot into the keto diet, the intermittent fast diet. I've looked into veganism. I've always had a heart for animals, and I've never gone that route, but I do remember at one point I lived with my roommate who was a vegetarian, and for a year we didn't buy meat in the house, and that was the only point in my life that I was able to drop 50 pounds without even realizing that it was happening. I did walk a lot. I was in a city. I didn't have my own transportation, so there was a lot of physical activity going on, so that might have played a huge part of that. But I just trying to think back on how that diet worked for me. We ate a lot of rice, a lot of veggies. We did go out sparingly. We'd get sushi at like Walgreens, or we would get a big burrito at Qdoba. If I'm saying that right. So, I mean, I wasn't really trying to lose weight. I mean, I wasn't in a point in my life where I felt that was necessary. Basically just because I've always been a bigger person and I was still active and I still felt healthy, and I'm not a pop drinker. I drink water mainly, maybe some tea, maybe some coffee in the morning. But as far as like my liquid diet, it's always been very healthy. I'm not a drinker. I don't think about drinking. Like, it's not like I see people that have to constantly have something wet to buy them. I'm not that person. I have to remind myself that I should drink. Needless to say though, when I do, it's always been, you know, something like water. So I'm really getting off topic here. I'm all over the place, and this is lame of me, but I feel like I should start over. Do you guys do that? Do you guys start like a video and just like, no, wipe it out, start over? Because sometimes I see people like say something and then they repeat themselves, and I just think so they just run with it. And that's cool too. I could run with it, but I don't want to bore anybody. I don't want to take anybody's time. There's so many other videos out there to be watching. Let's get on topic. So anyway, I've been doing this. I usually eat like right now in the morning, I'll have like a bowl of oatmeal, and instead of like throwing sugar in there, I've been putting either a stevia packet or even like a teaspoon of peanut butter, and then I put blueberries in that, and it's usually just half a cup, and that'll hold me over for about 3 hours. And then I'll do during lunchtime, usually I have like a salmon patty with some spinach and kale and all these veggies. Or chicken breasts with like cucumbers and olive oil with some beets, pickled beets. Dinner, usually, yeah, I don't know. My mind's fried right now, but it's been good. I've lost an inch, and I understand that Google tells me every 10 pounds is an inch. So if that's accurate, that's great. I could keep eating like this, but in another sense, I do feel like there's a lot of periods in the day where I'm just starving. I'm like, no, if I just hold off a little more, drink my water, whatever, keep my hunger to stabilize, then maybe I can move on and eat that food so that I have enough time bracket where I'm not going to be starving at the end of the night and I can't eat anymore because I'm trying to cut myself off. So I started looking into intermittent fasting because I figured that it would be nice, because I'm not usually hungry in the mornings, so that if I just drink as much as I can and then come into like 2, I could eat without having to worry about the time frame of it. I can just eat until I'm satisfied, and you know, keeping within the bracket of my 1,500 calories. That's where I'm at right now. I should probably work down to 1,200, but what I'm eating right now is enough to make me still hungry, so I can't imagine at this point. I don't know if I mentioned I'm 280, 5'8". I might not be 280 more though. I don't know. It's been a couple weeks and since I've been cleaning up my diet. Who knows? I do have a follow-up appointment with the nutritionist a couple weeks, so I guess that will be the tell-all. Wow, 10 minutes in. There's a lot of clipping in this video. So I think that there's not a lot to cover. I'm just gonna introduce myself and see how this goes. And basically, I'm gonna try this intermittent fasting. You know, I didn't cover all what I was talking about, and I don't know what I did cover. I'm losing it. It's not easy for me to talk to people, let alone in a camera, to an audience of people, if anybody watches this. It's just funny to me. Well, I hope I didn't waste your time, and I certainly hope that if I didn't, you will be happy to follow this journey with me. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm been keeping a food journal. So I'm just going to continue to eat the proper foods that I know I need to eat. And maybe I'll get into detail about that later. As of right now, I was just introducing myself. Very long introduction. So then, from there, maybe I'll just record activities that I do. I do a lot of walking in the dome with my sister. It's like you'll see it. And that's all I got. I'm sorry. Let's do this though. Let's just do it. We'll get through this. I'm gonna get through this. If you can get through me rambling, then yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm Carrie. And I hope that you guys can leave me some tips. If you have any suggestions on intermittent fasting. I mean, I watch a lot of videos. I try to do my research, but you know, I'm always open to it. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna end this, and bye. Bye.